committee on ad hoc for health. They are engaging the CECs, the chief officers in the boardroom, number one, because they have a strict timeline, maybe to table the report before this house very soon. So to the students, we are lucky the chair for education is in, and the honorable member representing Kapsa House is also in, Mr. Speaker. I kindly eye them to take the students round to know what is actually done in the county assembly. This is where we pass laws touching on the services or touching on the default services. This is the house that takes home all the services that you see in your area, starting from the roads, from the ECDs and the likes. So feel welcome, be ready to learn, and I'm very sure some of you will be actually motivated to join this house immediately we retire. Mr. Speaker, I'm seeing myself retiring at around 2050, so they will be in a position maybe to join us immediately after that one, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me also to comment on the issue, the statement raised by Honorable Moses Rotich from the Nene Soget, Mr. Speaker. I only urge the committee, and since Ball B, Honorable Ball B is in, Mr. Speaker, there is this bill that was brought to this house in the year 2021. Lucky, Mr. Speaker, I'm doing my second term in this house, and there was a bill brought by Honorable Anthony Ruto in the year 2021. Anthony Ruto is a member representing Kipkendi Onward, Mr. Speaker, on the Kericho County Decentralized Structures Bill of 2021 that states the real functions, the works of the ward administrators and the structures and how they are supposed to be placed, Mr. Speaker. And as said by Honorable Moses, during when we got the default units that time, Mr. Speaker, during the devolution, after the transition authority moved away, Mr. Speaker, then it was taken up by the full county government, Mr. Speaker. Each ward administrator was supposed to be coming from each ward, Mr. Speaker, and they were supposed to be working in their respective wards of appointment, Mr. Speaker, because the county government had not given them maybe the transportation and the likes and the offices, Mr. Speaker. So they were supposed to be working from their homes, do oversight on behalf of the county government, and they should be reporting to the sub-county administrators, the sub-county administrators to report to the respective departments, Mr. Speaker, before the governor gets the full reports, Mr. Speaker. But this is not taking place, Mr. Speaker, so I appreciate one Honorable Moses for coming up with the same statement, Mr. Speaker. We expect a detailed report from the committee led by the chair, Governance and Labor, Mr. Speaker, and since he is not in, Mr. Speaker, we give, as directed by you, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Paul B, MCA Kapsa Oswald, Mr. Speaker, to give full report to this house in the next 2 weeks, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I don't have much. Let me end it there, Mr. Speaker, by saying let us meet exactly at 2:30, because we will be having a lot of businesses to transact before this floor, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your contribution, and the Committee on Labor has requested for 14 days and is hereby granted. So make sure you go and do the work on the statement in 14 days, table the report before this house. The same applies to all the chairpersons who have received statements. Remember, we've been committing statements before this house, so if your statements are due, you are supposed to bring before the house. So, honorable members, thank you so much. There being no other business, this assembly stands adjourned until today at 2:30 p.m. Thank you.